below 129.23, and the same thing, we had a short in the EuroCAD below 130, and it since and as you can see here, this is, I'm just spacing because the reason I'm showing you this is there is this congestion. Look at these four pretty much significant points at or around the 129.23. So we had 129.23, and let me space it so you can see all these significant points, and then right below it you got 128.94, and right below it, write them down, Mary, and right below it 128.37. So you got 129.23, 128.94, and 128.37. So within one handle between 129.23 and let's say 128.23 if you want, and now it's 128.37, but assuming that's between those 100 pips, you got three significant or structure points. So before we can consider any movement, let's say to the upside in the Euro Aussie, it has to trade above the 129.23. So as long as we're below that 129.23, we are really bearish on the Euro Aussie, and we should be looking for the Euro Aussie to continue to the downside. Now we're sitting here, you got the 3 daily lows, which is 127.71. The 4 daily lows is 127.71 pretty much, and you got the 6 daily highs, which is pretty much the one. So we're sitting right now at a crucial point. The trend is to the downside, and this move from the 122 up is nothing more than a gift for us. So the key, the trigger is that over here, that price point over here is your intraday structure point, which is pretty much the 127.40, let's say. So below the 127.40 we want to short it, and our short structure point is the 124.22. So on the Euro Aussie, we're going to go short below 127.40, and then we have a structure short point at 124.22. And if I go short below 127.40, my stop is going to be right there at 127.93. So I'm risking about 50 pips on the short side. On the long side, if you look here at the chart, this is where we were shorting it from last week when we were in the room. We were shorting it below 128.37. That's why this was a red line. And as you can see it here on the intraday chart, this was our short point, and this is actually what happened again yesterday. So this will be our buying point. Oops. So this is going to be our buying point. So we will buy the Euro Aussie if it gets above the 128.37. Okay, and the next structure long point is the 128.94. And if I buy it above 128.37, I am going to place my stop below 127.95. Okay, so as far as the Euro Aussie, you need to keep an eye on it. If it gets above the 128.37, you're okay. You don't need to do anything. And if it gets below the structure short point, in this case, if it trades below the 127.40, then we can begin to see what we're going to do about it. Okay, because that means you're looking for a push now to the downside. So we're buying above 128.37. If we do, we have a structure long point at 128.94, and our stop is the 127.95. On the short side, we're going to go short below the 127.40, or you can use the structure short point of 120, and your structure short point is the 124.22. Your stop is going to be the 127.93. Okay, that is the Euro Aussie. And